This program is being provided by the 15 members of the Vancouver Educational Telecommunications Consortium, TV, etc.
Well, I think that the school buses will actually be running on different types of fuel, not just gasoline, like more biodiesel and those types of fuels. And I think really that we'll not have as many textbooks to read out of, but we'll have more virtual textbooks, more like small computers, and on our desks, and so we'll just be able to look at them for information, and we'll be able to look at them when we're taking tests.
I don't think we're going to have school every day of the week. I think we're going to have school every day of the week, but it's not going to be at school. It's going to be online, and it's going to be a lot faster than it is right now.
I heard that there's this computer where you just look with your eyes to tell you where the mouse goes, and then you blink to click something. So we'll probably have something kind of neat like that. And then you can say, like when you're researching something, you can say, Google, please, U.S. history, please, and then they'll search or something like that.
They would give you a cap, and it was a brain cap, and you would just sit in class for like 5 minutes, and you'd learn everything you need to.
Less math equations, but knowing the equations, just not having to know, just not focused as much on knowing how to do division or multiplication facts, more of the criteria and equations.
We go over like revolution, everything. We've been, like, so right now we're going through the Boston Massacre. And so I think it's going to be the same.
Instead of whiteboards, there will be boards, so the teacher can just say maybe 2 + 2 and just appear on the board. And you can just say erase and it'd go away, so it'd be voice activated.
I think the desks are going to be like computer screens, and there won't be any pencils, and you'll just draw with your finger, so there's no pencil shavings. And if you're doing a test, it would show up on your desk, and when you're done writing it, you could press a button and then it would go into an automatic grading system.
There aren't going to be any teachers. It's going to be all computerized. And there's already computers in our school, so it's slowly take over until like all of our math, everything we do will be on the computer, because that's easier than having a teacher teach you. That's more effective.
The schools, they're going to be probably more environmental friendly. Solar panels, maybe wind turbines. I think the basic subjects will stay the same. I think we'll have more different types of math study, more formulas. We'll find out more things and more in depth. So more about Fibonacci, more about pi. But the history, we're still going to probably learn about civil rights, because that's still important to us, because that's still how we got our freedom. And that will always be important to America.
I think there might be more food, since they might discover new plants that might be edible, and other types of animals that might be good for eating.
You don't have paper anymore, really, but you have they're sort of like, maybe they would be sort of like pens, but they don't really write. They just kind of make a mark of what you wanted to say, and then later on when you actually want to turn it in, you can just touch the paper, and then I'll have it all there, and then you can turn it in.
Well, I think it'll be much bigger for one, and I had this crazy idea that maybe each student might get their own science lab, and instead of these desks, like a huge science lab and stuff like that.
What we're doing now, you'll be doing around
first or second when you're younger, and then fifth, around when you get to 10 or 11 or 12, you'll be finding just like amazing stuff and working on stuff that is extremely sophisticated.
I think that in the future, school will be much the same as it already is, only people will have their own little individual small rooms where the teachers are on a screen and they're actually at their house and they're teaching from their home, and it's getting videotaped and sent to each little room that the kids are in, and so they can all stay at home.
You know, like, it will literally tell you the time, you know, is it close to recess, and like what time, you know, like if you have special activities to do, you know, it tells you, well, it's time to do that, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, like writing on your desk, then, you know, if you say, no, that's not right, you can just kind of erase it.
School in the future, there'll be apps for that.
This program is being provided by the 15 members of the Vancouver Educational Telecommunications Consortium, TV, etc.